Hey learners, EdTube welcomes you to the fascinating world of learning science. Today we are going to explore more about light and the two fundamental concepts that govern how light behaves. Let's see what light is. We are very familiar with saying that light is a form of energy that travels in a straight line. Light is also a form of energy that enables us to see the objects around us. Light comes from sun, stars, fire, and even from man-made sources like an electric bulb, lamps, flashlights, and so on. Have you ever looked into a mirror? What do you see? That's right, you see yourself. What do you call it as? That's reflection. When light hits a surface, it bounces back. This is called reflection. It's just like throwing a ball against a wall and it coming back to you. Reflection happens with all kinds of surfaces, not just mirrors. Now that we have discussed the basics of reflection, let's dive deeper into the types of reflection. This will help you in understanding how light interacts with different surfaces. The first type is regular reflection. It's also called as specular reflection. Regular reflection occurs when light hits a smooth surface, such as a mirror or a polished metal. The light reflects in a regular and a predictable manner. That means, reflected rays are always parallel to each other. The image formed will be clear and sharp. Some examples for regular reflection are reflection through mirrors or a polished metal or still water. The second type is irregular or diffuse reflection. Irregular or diffuse reflection occurs when light hits a rough surface such as a paper or a rock. The reflected light scatters in different directions. It loses its original direction and intensity. The images formed are blurry and distorted. Examples for diffuse reflection would be the reflection through a paper, a book, or disturbed water. When light hits a surface, it bounces back. But did you know that this bouncing back of light follows specific rules? These rules are simply known as laws of reflection. Before moving into the laws, let's see some important terms related to reflection. Firstly, the incident ray. Incident ray is the light coming out from the light source such as a torch or a bulb, and then strikes the surface. In simple words, incident ray is the ray of light that hits the surface. Reflected ray. Reflected ray is the ray of light that bounces back from the surface. Angle of incidence. It is the angle between the incident ray and the normal to the surface. It is measured between the incident ray and the normal, and it determines the angle at which light hits the surface. Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal to the surface. It is measured between the reflected ray and the normal. It determines the angle at which light bounces back from the surface. So here is a glance on the key aspects of reflection. Now let's see what the first law of reflection is. The first law of reflection states that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. This means that the angle at which light hits a surface is equal to the angle at which light bounces back from the surface. Now let's see what the second law of reflection is. The second law of reflection states that the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal to the surface all lie on the same plane. This law means that the incoming light, the outgoing light, and the line perpendicular to the surface are all in the same plane. Both the laws are helpful in understanding how light behaves when it interacts with surfaces. It's also essential for designing and understanding optical systems such as mirrors, lenses, and telescopes. If you found this video useful, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. See you in the next one.